Yeah, lighting looks good.
Y'all professional.
Y'all do
That's
this?
fine.
We feign professionalism so people will like us.
Yeah. Yes.
We didn't say we like you. We just said.
What was the moment for you when you were like, or did you ever have that moment, or just were you in a space where other people, you realized that they needed to separate themselves from them?
No, that was deriving from me and my own actions in life and the way that I was living. Like you,
Right.
I've lived a life in a manner where it's like, if the homie was living that way, I'd be like,
Yeah.
You feel me? You
Yeah.
gotta be cool. You
Yeah.
making it hot.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it derived from my own actions in life and how I was maneuvering throughout my own journey. And I think that's important. You feel me? I feel like you're not growing if you're not constantly getting to a point to where the old you seems unfathomable to who you are now.
Yes.
You know, like sometimes we run into people like from way back, and they'll tell a story about me or say some shit that I did,
Right.
and it'll make me laugh because I'm so far removed from that person. Sometimes it's like a story where it's like, nigga, no way. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because I'm so far removed from who I was at one point.
Right.
And that keeps happening. You know, every year I elevate and scale into a new being. You know, I get new sales and a new life and a new beginning and chapter of who I am.
Right.
As long as you're you have some proven success, even if you don't have proven success, if you have enough belief and you can communicate what you're doing, you can get capital.
Yeah.
There's like in today's time, there's just so many places to go get capital. Like if
Right.
you're doing merchandise,
Right.
Shopify does loans based off the revenue that you're doing on their site.
Yes.
So as long as you can get it started and building, you can go get capital. PayPal does working capital loans, where as long as you're bringing in revenue, you can go get capital on that revenue. When you start using startup banks, like I use Mercury,
Okay.
they'll give you capital and lines of credit as long as you're generating revenue.
Got it. Yeah.
So the thing is, like, a lot of people want capital with no proven success or no revenue. You know,
Yes.
they want capital before they go sell 1,000 teas.
Right.
I sold 10,000 teas before I ever tried to go get capital from anywhere. You
Right.
feel me? So it's like you have to get it rolling first. No one wants to invest in something that's not yielding returns.
Got it.
And
Yeah.
that's not just monetarily, like people. I don't want to invest in a person that's not yielding returns or
Right.
that I don't foresee a return through.
Right. Yeah. And that's the thing with these youngsters, man. It's like you just want, but it's like, what can you produce?
It's not just the youngsters.
And the
It's
OGs,
the OGs
too.
You'll
Yeah.
find some old niggas that won't.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
ain't doing nothing to get it. You
Yeah,
know, it's
like-
universal. It's not
Yeah.
age based. It's
Yeah.
across the spectrum.
It's across the spectrum.
The education system doesn't always cultivate that type of experience to where you want to learn more.
Yes. We were talking about that. I was talking about the way that everyone is taught in school, especially public school, is just terrible. But it is the constant, you just remember.
Mm-hmm.
It's not really about learning. And then some of the stuff, I was telling somebody, and no disrespect to any of the leaders that they have in these books. I love Martin Luther King. There are so many other speeches besides I Have a Dream. You going into somebody else's house and just be home before the street lights come on. And now you have these adults, like you said, you hear something and see something, you almost like, ooh, don't want to get involved in that, or you know, and that has to change too. You can't be afraid to speak up and just be present.
I feel like that fear derives from knowing we didn't do a great job. You know, like if you know you didn't raise your child well, then you nervous around that little nigga. You can't even trust him because you like, I don't know what he on. You feel me? Like that fear derives from a job not well done.
Like, ooh, this nigga, he reckless. Just
right.
That's a shame. And I've been around people, not now, but when I was younger, you know, you growing into who you are and making sure you're in a safe space. And I done been in some situations where you just like, ooh, they not going the right route. And that starts at home. You have to recognize that. Not to be judgmental, but no, ooh, this person is just busting the wrong moves. They don't want to live right, and separating yourself from that. I have a teenage son, and so for him to be able to watch you and to listen to you and to have that is so important. Because even coming up, I would even say about the 80s and 90s, the music changed. It went into like the gangster rap. And you know, and we was bobbing because the beat was good, but it's like, oh, what? You did what? Oh no, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, and we never wielded back. We would still listen to it, but I think it's so important that, like you said, I have a wide range of people that love me and respect me and feel safe with me.
Right.
Especially the backyard show. I love that. Like people coming in there, you know what I mean? It'd be like, oh, well, I'm gonna go here, and it's just, you know, it's this small community.
Right.
People could feel trapped or anything like that, but they don't feel like that with you.
Man, it'd be such a beautiful thing back there, because like I'd be watching from my window, and you see grown men coming in like giddy. You know, which you don't experience in the world, especially older black men.
Oh,
you see them, like coming in cheesing and giddy, and it's like they're excited for something.
Yeah.
And I feel like we don't get those moments in life and in a world where we're just like excited for something to exist and to happen and to be a part of it. And that alters morale. Like people leave there smiling and cheesing, you know, like everybody's excited to just be in that space, and we need more things and places and people that cultivate that kind of space.
Yeah, and I love that you tapping into everybody. Like, oh, okay, you doing this? Okay, I'm gonna come and support that.
Come on.
Yeah, I'm gonna come. Oh, yeah, you doing that? Yeah, okay, let's go. Or come here. I would love to come to one of your shows. Are you having one?
We're about to, so we did the last backyard show in October for the year. We started back in April, so you do gotta come. But we're starting a new residency at a theater in my hometown.
Okay.
So every Sunday, you know, come to church.
Yes.
Every Sunday from January to March, we're gonna be just kind of just getting together and getting some good music, and we're gonna have choirs and orchestras and just different things going on. So come experience it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's powerful. We need that, not just here, but we just need that all over.
Yeah, and we see it. You know, everywhere we go, we get a certain kind of love, and we see so much joy. Like we was just in what city did we just leave?
Boston.
We was just in Boston, right? And I had a panel, so we go outside and chill because I'm talking to all the people. Like I move around. We go across the street, and there's two guys over there, and I'm like, oh yeah, y'all smoking? Let me get some, right? And one guy is like, oh yeah, bro, over there, crump. You know, and this is an older black guy, at least 30 something. We like, get off then, crump. And at first he's like, man, y'all, and he start crumping in the middle of the park. And it's like, you don't often encounter that energy in life that make you feel comfortable doing that in your 30s. Like, you know, it's almost like as black men, as we get older, we kind of start to like my pops don't be trying to do nothing outside of who he established himself at, even though he want to.
Right.
You know, like this nigga recently, he had came to one of the shows and he wore shades. He'll never wear shades. He had some shades. But he's so confident in being anything that he not, that once somebody mentioned the shades, he just held them the rest of the show. He didn't even wear them. You feel me? It's like, nigga, you don't wear shades to hold them in your hand. But it's because of years of him like defining himself as this type of person that he's not used to having the freedom to be anything outside of that. So he still gotta work it when he do new things. Like he uncomfortable doing new things because of who he made himself, who he molded himself into be. And that's how we all get. The older we get more and more rigid and don't be doing the things that we really want to do, you know? But it's like, that's the shit you want to do because we all are still a child in essence. There's no adult here that wasn't a child at one time. And it ain't no child in the world who don't want to jump on a trampoline.
Right.
You know, like that don't exist, but we'll become rigid to the point to where niggas that have an attitude toward jumping on the trampoline, and it's like, how do you have
Like,
adversity to
wait.
that?
Like,
You know,
are you okay?
but it's
Yes.
because of all these windings of going through life and having to be a certain way or show up a certain way because of the judgment you might receive or who you need to be in your household to make sure that you feel like a protector and a provider, you know. So it's like we have to do so much unwinding and breaking and shifting within these next few generations to just get people back to the state of like being free.
Right, thanks so much.
Hey, this chair is forbidden on the set.
Look at that.
You know, I had to sit still for like this whole interview. I'm sitting there like.
We appreciate you and all the
Oh
shit you
yeah,
doing.
not one of these things. Come
Or
on.
your tea, or you know,
I
whatever.
love it.
You know
Some
what I mean?
bands, appreciate y'all.
Yeah, off top, man. We
Gratitude,
appreciate
man.
Goodcompenny definitely aligns with what Folded Waffle represents as well. We're a patisserie, but we also are an independent platform trying to teach artists how to gain equity, do something with their music, and ultimately go direct to consumer, like how you've been preaching. So I mean, honestly, man, we would like to however we can be involved in some of your events. You know what I mean? Sponsorships, partnerships, whatever we can do, man. We totally open. So, yeah.
Love it. Yes, yes.
We do so many, and when you do 100 interviews and you
Oh,
get
I
asked
know
the
you
same
tired.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
you like, come on, man.
I didn't even need to send you the list of
No.
questions my job.
And you got the 1073s and the APIs. Come on,
I mean, we're primarily,
Avalon. What y'all be doing here?
bro, I've had my studio for 30 years. We've been
You
doing
got
music,
the LA2A.
2 of them.
Oh, and let me use him.
No, we do mostly music, you know. And you know, Colin's been working on a lot of your stuff.
Yeah, bro, I meant to talk to you. I'm D-Lo's engineer, bro. I've been,
Fire.
I recorded Yankin.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, that
You
shit.
did his
he
first
was-
Yankee.
Yeah, he was
So
a
got
sound
sound
guy.
guy.
So I asked this shit. Like, I got it. He was all amped up. I was like, bro, that's a 16 right there. He's like, fuck it. I'm just gonna run it.
Not even like.
I can take that, bro.
This is a nice dude.
You 87. We don't got the Sony, but we got a TLM.
I'm with the U87.
Yeah, you got to.
It's a live room.
That's
Yeah.
Remember they had the C24?
No, well, off of that.
Yeah.
Hey, man, check out the vocal.
Yeah.
Check out the vocal.
I just peeped. Yeah, they got the good Neumann in there. Yeah. This is nice. Uh-oh.
Are you like his manager?
Uh-oh.
Like if you guys need makeup
Come
or
on.
anything?
So we do a bunch of, we do 2 sessions here. We got another Pro Tools rig in here. So we do a lot of hip hop sessions in here as well.
Right, Adrian, Sonny pulling up.
Fire.
Yeah.
Look at that.
Man, I'm sound hardcore, so when I see all that
Yeah.
outboard gear,
Right? That's what I'm
I
on.
did this for
I
you.
love it.
Thank you.
Thank you guys. Gratitude. This
Hey,
was
man, I got a
dope.
picture with my son.
Come on.
My son's a fan. And I gotta take care of him.
What's up, brother?
Hey, Splash.
How you doing?
You do video, like music videos? Yeah. Okay. We should talk about that.
One second, let me check it. Excuse me, brother.
got a little